Hi, this is Leland Sklar, and I am hanging with Neve, and I am having the best time of my life.
Live with Neve, Fridays on the East Coast from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Oh my God.
Look, please stand by. We got.
All right, everybody, you are here. You are live with Neve, and you are here. It is 11:45. We got monkeys in the control room, assuming control. And right now, the biggest monkey of all has assumed control. Okay, everybody, I have to laugh.
I'm dying. I can't take it anymore.
So today we're here. Technical difficulties aside, we're trying to let's get back on track here, guys. Come on, hang on. Listen, hang on for a minute, guys. For everybody watching, there's no blame here other than tech gremlins, and I want to thank Julie for spending her whole night and day terrified in terror. We have great moments of elation and terror, and the poor woman has been slaving away over a hot plate of silicon, and she's doing a great job. And Irish, he's sitting here. They're waiting in the wings. They're chomping at the bit. We've been at this, our adrenaline. We're like an elephant in a state of must right now. Between the three of us, anything can happen. I can assure you, it might be good, it might be bad. It's like the fitting on my head here. For anybody wondering why I'm wearing this a hat, aside from being an ordained minister in the Church of the Subgenius, I'm also qualified in the Church of Dude to do marriages, devivals, funerals. So I am a man of the cloth. I have a doctorate in divinity. And if anybody needs any of my services, I'm available in the New Jersey and New York area. If you need to be married, you want to get divorced, now I can't help you with the divorce, but for that I can put some various spells on you, as long as I'm wearing the hat. Hat was made by Marie. Oh shit!
One
I'm gonna
hour.
have Julie
Swainard.
Thank you, Julie. Marie Swainard, she makes pirate clothes. Again, the monkeys have gotten control of the control room. I don't know what's going on. They were fucking with Julie in Florida. I think that's the missing monkey from whatever, the Springs north of you. They had the missing monkey for years roaming around St. Pete. I do believe he's broken into our security encrypted system, and now he is controlling the show. So when I tell you anything can happen today, people, believe me, anything can. I'm going to go over here and see. It looks like we have some comments today.
Okay, bring Irish.
Just some friends trying to get us. Hey, guys, there's Toby. Toby Wan Kenobi. How are you, babe?
She was begging for a pop-up on her thing. And she said, I need a pop-up. And I'm like, it's just so happens we happen to be going live.
We do. So let me, but while we're here, because this will help Toby as well, and all of our fans, if you're listening, I'm just going to review the schedule. We have a great calendar of events. On Friday, we have Mark Trubet from Survivor, and he is a monster drummer. And I spent about an hour on the phone with the guy, and like most drummers, well, one difference, he has made enough money to live in comfortable retirement. However, we'd all aspire to such things, but he's achieved it. And I will just tell you, like all drummers, he's a funny guy. And I'm not sure what it is, but it's something about that drummer. We just have savoir-faire is everywhere. So without too much about that, John Walsh did a pop up. John Starr. All right, Toby. Hell, Toby, do you want to come on the show this right now and have a little yakking with us?
That would be great.
It would be great. She's out there. This Toby Wan Kenobi. This Toby Simmons, the girl from Wilshire Boulevard, who is our LA correspondent for Live with Neve. She makes it happen. She gives, she receives, and she makes it all look good in one tidy ass package. Toby, we love you, and send us a note because we'd like to send her an invite anyway. Listen, if you don't take me up on this, Toby, I'm going to send the monkeys your way. In fact, while I'm at it, one of our new sponsors is a company called Trunk Monkey. My cat's behind me. He wants to join the show. What are you doing, Coop? Hey, baby. There we go. Let's see if I can. There he is. My sidekick is hanging out.
Yeah, I got mine in here somewhere rolling around too. Oh, there she is.
And I don't know. He's going to take control of the show, I'm pretty sure. Away from the monkeys. There he is. Look at that big mook.
That's Willow. My little
Willow's a good-looking
girl.
kitty.
My little girl.
All right. So we have some cool stuff. We have, yes, Mark Dubé, Survivor, Eye of the Tiger, all that cool stuff. He's killer. He plays great. He talks. We're going to be talking rock and roll. Hey, Kim, good morning. How are you? Everybody who's just joining in, the monkeys took control for a little while, but it appears that Julie and I have reasserted our dominance with the pack. I am trying to integrate that monkey into the pack, and he's not doing so well. I tried to integrate him. He tried to fucking bite me last night. I slapped that bitch. I treated him. I gave him a horse slap. I slapped him to fucking next week. Then he tried to bite me. So I kick him in the nuts. I got down there this morning. He was fucking begging for goddamn bananas. I fucking threw him a banana, jumped on my head, fucking hanging out like a monkey should. Next thing I know, he's trying to fuck the cat. I swear to God, you've ever seen a squirrel monkey chasing a fucking cat around your house trying to get laid? Then the cat stopped, turned around, and beat the shit out of that monkey. That monkey is now hauled ass. He's back. He's going to be back in control of the show. I have a feeling the son of a bitch will take control again, and just out of the blue, weird shit's going to happen. I mean, you don't know what today is a show that could just go anywhere. It's going to go to the toilet. And
I did get a dick shot.
We've been taken control of again.
Did you?
No, I did get a dick shot. I got one dick shot.
Did you? Was it a regular who sent it to you? Was it a regular? Was it especially inspiring or anything? Or it was just average run of the mill?
Yeah, it was just kind of. Yeah, and I don't even know who it was. And it wasn't. I'm like, if you're gonna send it, be proud.
I mean, he's bragging on it.
Right.
If you're watching the show, would you send us anything? It's brother or sister, whoever you are. And we give you tips and points for originality. So if you send us things, we will post them within the bounds of taste. That is defined by Julie and I's particular.
What our boundaries are.
On a given day.
So make sure you're entertaining and funny, and you're good, in good taste, and you always abide by the South Park rule of comedy, which is Mr. Neal. You know the South Park rule of comedy.
There is no rule of comedy.
No, but you express the South Park rule of comedy all the time. It is to make fun of everybody.
There we go. I thought I was a genius. I was just a delayed sub-genius.
No, you are a genius.
Depends who you ask.
To what?
Depends who you ask, I'm sure. The scenario in which they've met me. But I've been called many creative pronouns and things like that.
At least you know what a pronoun is. Fucking drummer. What you mean my beatbox machine back there? That thing cost me $250. Why are you mocking it, man? It's the best thing out there. It was so good. It was good when Jay-Z was playing, man. Fuck you. It's the best. It's only 15 years old.
I had a guy once come out in front of our house when we lived down on the water. And in the summertime, living in a tourist town, there's all kinds of lunatics roaming around drunk at various hours of the morning.
No, you're shitting me.
We were down on the waterfront. We'd have entertainment all summers long.
I can't imagine.
We'd have people pull down there. They'd leave one of the bars in town and decide this is the ideal point for a quick bit of the old in and out, a little hard sauna refreshment. You'd see such lovely shit like some big fat chick out of the back seat and taking a piss behind the truck, and I'm yelling at her. There's a portalet down the street. This is a true story. And then we'd have like weird people, but this one guy, we're up there on like the 4th of July and everybody's into the liquor. It's past the reptile hour. I mean, the people are shedding their skin and it's getting ugly up on my deck. And, this dude runs up and he comes up for a while. He ends up thinking he's like our new best friend. And I finally kick him off my porch. I'm like, who the fuck are you? He's like, oh, I'm the beatbox guy. He goes, what do you think? And he tells me, he goes, what do you think of the beatbox? And I looked at him. I'm like, I'm a fucking drummer. I am the beatbox. And now, right now, you can beat it off my fucking porch. I slap you off the porch. Sorry, I didn't say that to him. I was much more gentle. But I was like, for a minute, I had no idea what he was talking about.
What he was talking about?
I was like, what the fuck? You're a beatbox. I'm like, you're about to get your ass beat by my drunk neighbor, you know?
Dude, to your point, I was, did you know that tribute is an actual, real, genuine genre of music now? Tribute.
To who?
Anyone is an actual, realistic, genuine genre that you can put your band under, and you could get paying gigs.
What do we have to do?
Just be a tribute band.
Period.
So you're just, that's it. And it's an actual, dude, it's a real genre now. Is that crazy? Or am I the only one like losing my mind over that? Because to me, I mean, it's been like 3 or 4 days since I found out, and my brain is still I have smoke roiling out of my ears in case you can't see it. And I'm doing non sequitur.
Dude, there's some doofus at an A&R or whoever's responsible for putting this kind of shit out there. There's some doofus who like hasn't been out of his house in 5 years. He was in COVID, fucking living in his little basement, making a pile of money. All he does is say takeout, hook up on Tinder, and spout bullshit like this for a fucking nice paycheck. I'm sorry. Don't listen. There's nothing against many great tribute bands, but I know anybody who's in one that's really good would say this is freaking asinine. And period. That's not as much fun as sex letters, but you know, as a musician, I'm outraged. Do you feel the outrage? It's burning and palpable.
Oh no, I know, but my brain was locking up, and I was doing non sequitur, you know, that whole thing. But anyways, back to the sex jokes. Ooh.
I'm cooling you down. I think all the sex talks got you.
It did. It was one of those things that my brain just almost imploded.
I feel like. You know, you can either start the fire with one of these or pull
one out. Yeah, it's kind of cool. So you really honestly don't have any sex questions in your email?
The last one I got was from my girlfriend. She said, I need my sleep this month. Talk to you on the 1st.
How often do you get those?
No, Mom, I can't get no respect.
How many times?
Me and her, we both tried to stop smoking cigarettes. We said we'd only smoke after we make love. Hell, I've had the same pack for 3 months. She's gotten through 2 packs a day. I got no respect.
How many times does she say that to you? How often?
None. I'm lucky. I have my wife and my girlfriend, rather. She looks at me with eyes of love at all times, waiting on my beck and call. Our life is all sunshine and rainbows. We blow sunshine out of our ass. We're so happy.
So,
don't ask me any questions of a personal nature. We're not going there.
That's what the whole show's about. What are you talking about? That's what
we're going to try.
Oh man, I love seeing Jules laugh like that. That is good times.
Where'd Julie go?
I don't know. I thought she was here.
Okay, for everybody
the monkey's
watching,
got her.
We've had a whole monkey hour, and for those of you watching, tell me, is the echo any better?
It is gone. It was gone off the video. It started on the video. It was like the Twilight Zone. Toby and Kim said, "Oh God," I heard it because I was listening to it, and then we thought maybe it was the Facebook. I turned mine off, but it didn't have any sound anyway. So yeah.
Well, I just ran downstairs to the studio. It's my fault, everybody. I am the owner and host, and sometimes the host just screws the pooch. So Julie's here. She's about to come back. Okay, right, Julie. There we are. Look, the little monkey ran out the fucking door. And I think he's got relatives in Florida. The son of a bitch has been chasing the cat around all morning. At any rate, let's get back. There's a lot of
from Greece. We're here. We got Greece.
We got Greece? All right.
Big hello from Greece.
All right. Oh, is that who we got?
Demetrius.
All right, man. Hey, Demetrius. Awesome. Good to hear from you, my friend.
Mark Rich is on there.
All right.
England.
Look at this. We got everybody. Hey, Mark, I've been really enjoying your videos. Your new rehearsal place looks awesome. As always, you really upped your game, pal. I don't know how to up his game. The guy's got more hits on his Facebook page. For everybody who's watching, if you haven't heard Mark Rich and his band, Shooting the Breeze is excellent. They've been one of the oldest friends I've had on the show. He's one of my first guests, I believe, from ISSA. If not, I located him just checking and trolling for music. But wouldn't you agree, Julie? Isn't he one of the best and just great guests we've had?
I love Mark. I think I spoke with him.
He's got such a great attitude about life, and he's always charming.
Yeah, he is. He has that great British accent, and he's always into asking us how we feel.
I know he's really a mensch, and I know he's not Jewish, but in my opinion, he's still a mensch, and what a great guy. And Mark, I know you all are busy. We'll a month or two, man. Love to have you back on. You're always fun, and your boys are great. They put up with my nonsense, and I respect that. I think that's great fun. Anybody watching, do you have any questions? I'm glad we finally got rid of the technical. I just got a report on the Beeline that the monkey has been captured and is now on his way to execution, unfortunately.
Report to execution for your beating.
For
your beating.
For the beating, yes.
Yes, we used to say that when I was in the joint all the time. They say, "Boyd, report to control center," and everybody go, "Boyd, report to control center for your beating." And here we go.
There we go. Absolutely. And then let's see. I heard from the central scrutinizer today that he's been auditing our finances and is not happy with me. Apparently, some of what I call recreational material for our guests and hosts. Apparently, that's not. I can't deduct it. No deduction for some artificial joy. I thought it was a medical product and all, since we have cards here. And what do you think about that, Julie? In Florida, did they give you guys any break being in the medical marijuana program? Do you get a discount off of your weed?
Yeah, they have discounts. They send out promos and discounts several times a week. Mm-hmm. And if you're in the industry, then you get an additional something usually. So yeah.
Well, I guess we're waiting to hear, but there's rumors that we may be out. Oh, go ahead, my friend. What are you saying?
All right, we want to have Mark back on, right? And the way that the comments came up. So Kim said, "Spank the monkey," and then right behind it says, "Anytime, send me an email when you're available to be on."
I love it.
Well, then there's that.
All right, this spanking that. I'm here now. Better stream.
Okay, so everybody's having streaming issues. Is it Wi-Fi or is it freaking StreamYard? I have connections.
I still blame Facebook before StreamYard, because Facebook's a larger entity, and they're the ultra dicks of the universe as far as how their censorship goes. I know, guys. You probably hate me and you're going to send me bad mails because Facebook sucks. We all depend on it. And it's like you can't, even if you report somebody, they don't have a spot where all you can report is they're pre-picked. It's like a multiple choice test and all the answers are wrong. I hate to say it, but come on, Zuck. You got fucking millions of bucks. I don't know what you do all day sitting around shining your silverware or something. Whatever. He's spanking the monkey. That's probably what he's doing. The freaky little toe-headed bastard. I don't know what can I say.
Well, I can tell you that 3 Facebook links have broken and dropped, as well as our YouTube
today on the show.
We're getting dropped one by one. Now, all of our connections.
Is it cause or effect that I just called him a redheaded, toe-headed bastard?
No,
Easy.
according to this, it says having trouble connecting. Please check your internet connection.
My internet connection is fine. I pay a lot for it.
Yeah, well, it's not a, yeah. This is what I'm getting.
Well, I'm going to go back to the comments and see if anybody live with Neve streams no good. We're getting feedback from outside. You know, it's really only I am working right now. Isn't that the way the life goes? I'm kidding. We're all working hard. And I'm going to take this point again. First off, Irish is the best addition of the show since Mikey. He's great fun. And man, thank you for being here with us. I fucking love the hell out of having you on the show.
I know.
Well, honestly, man, the show is a blast. The friendships for me, having you guys as friends has been life-altering experience, and it's very appreciated, man.
That's so
Thank
cool,
you.
dude. For us too, man.
Same
Seriously.
Here.
And Julie,
yeah.
I always have to say to you too, thank you for everything you do. And Toby, you're also, man, you're on my hot list, and you know it. You and I are going to get in trouble out in LA next year. It can't come soon enough. I'm just gearing up for NAMM, and I have so many friends to catch up with out in LA right now that I may have to turn this into a two-rig jaunt of fun and debauchery. I don't know. I've been a little down on my debauchery lately. I'm just so boring lately, and I think getting out to LA, it's just, you know.
Oh,
yeah.
My.
Ooh. We're also planning the new Live with Neve calendar, which will have naked pictures of all of us sprinkled out throughout the year in various poses. Boudoir.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Don't worry, Julie. I got you covered, baby. I only hire the best.
You got me covered.
Yes, we're gonna have a nice team.
You
of
said nude. Don't
I
think
know you
they are
said
fun.
nude. That's what.
Thank
you, Irish.
Thank you. Well, we'll at least give you a towel when we're just waiting. On set, we're not going to be all walking around with our junk hanging out. Yes, Toby. Thank you. I have a friend of mine who I'll have my badge. I'm going to reach out to him today. So thank you for the reminder. If anybody doesn't know out there what we're talking about, if you're a civilian, NAMM is Santa Claus and Christmas all. And it's the best every holiday for musicians wrapped up into one big week of fun out in Anaheim. If you've never been, even if you're a civilian, get a pass and go. You'll get the chance to meet amazing amounts of artists. You'll also get to see every bloody new toy that you should be planning on spending the next 100 years of your life to afford. There's more cool stuff. Walking through last time, I was entranced by the Moog display because they had a full-sized Moog from the 60s. I believe it belonged to Keith Emerson, if I'm not mistaken. The thing was enormous. And I'll tell you what, all these kids today think, well, we got computers and our old people are stupid. They don't remember. If you have a connection, I'd love. Oh, Jules, I will hook you up, baby. I mean, I'm sorry, Toby. And if Jules wants to come, of course, I'm going to have her hooked up. And all I can say is, I don't know. Jules, have you ever been to LA?
Mm-mm.
Okay, well, good, because you've never been there before and you've never been there with me. We're getting ready for some fun. I'm going to rent a nice.
When is it?
It's in January. I don't know what the date is. It's usually around the 14th or something, I think.
Well,
Toby,
I think I can attend that.
yes, you can.
yeah,
That should be a
baby.
celebration.
I
fact-
think we should make some plans.
I think we should make plans to do both a New York and an LA broadcast with all of us out there, and I'll see what I can do. And New York's pretty easy for me. And Julie, whether she knows it or not, is going to be partially relocated to New York pretty fucking soon. She keeps dragging her tail, but don't worry.
Love Florida.
It's okay. You work in New York and you play in Florida, baby. It's just an hour and a half, 2-3 hours on the plane.
And then you do vacation in Michigan.
There we go. See, this is the thing. We have to do a road trip. Thank you, Toby. It is definitely the Disneyland of musicians. I've all I can say is I've had a lot of fun. When I was younger, I had a lot more fun, they tell me. I don't recall a lot of it. But...
Well,
all right. Well, cool, Tobe. That's excellent. I thought we were all staying at your house.
God.
Poor Toby.
she loves this.
Her bird. She has her bird, little beak freak. He's in the back going, fuck Neil, he's an asshole. I told him I was going to turn him into some kind of chicken delicacy and, sell him at the Chinese restaurant. He's been freaking out ever since. The little guy's like, whatever birds do. We don't happen to have any bird sounds. Julie, I'm really disappointed in you. Are you indulging in cannabis products?
Who said that?
Are you?
Who said that?
This is a
Who
very
made such an allegation
you're running the Live with Neve
who
shows
could
like
do something
running
like that?
a drone in the Middle East from 4,000 miles away. You can just terminate people, and it's sort of the way it is with the show when you're in control. I almost wish we haven't had like a really good psycho guest in a while. Anybody watching, if you happen to have any weird family members, if they have any bizarre habits, hobbies, or
give us someone to make fun of.
Well, no, we don't ever make fun of anybody.
Easy.
I want to ask people, have you ever known, have you ever heard of midget boxing? Or, excuse me, little people boxing?
I've heard of little people throwing.
I've seen the wrestling.
Throwing them. Actually, I've seen live.
Tossing. Yeah,
I have seen dwarf tossing in the flesh. Yes. So it was real until one of our governors in Florida parched the top of my head as we speak.
The bird, he's watching.
The bird is perched up there. I love it. I love it.
Planning your assassination on your visit to L.A.
There you go.
I'll get him freaking out.
Maybe not.
There we go. The monkey will do. Toby,
you heard it?
Princess for a sister. I heard it great.
Why can't I hear shit?
Because you fucked up. You've been smoking those cannabis products.
No.
I know.
I give up today.
I'm taking a pop quiz. There's only 2 guests left. I've managed to run them all off pretty well.
I totally give up.
I think monkey talks seem to really go over well. I think everybody, there's nobody to poll here. Toby and probably Susan are watching. I always can count on our pals. But yeah, Toby, have you had any mystery monkey problems out in LA lately? Seems like that's a hot topic in Florida. I'm going to do my best to at least start the story here in New Jersey that there's a monkey on the loose in Highlands and it's running amok. And I'll name some public figures who might be offended by a monkey jumping in their window. Like everywhere, politicians suck. So I think they all need a visit from the monkey. Trunk monkey. Have you ever seen that ad, guys, for the trunk monkey?
I haven't seen that one.
When you buy a new car, you go to the dealership, and you know how you have options and things like that. Well, you sign up for trunk monkey. For example, you take your 17-year-old daughter. She's going to go out on a date with her boyfriend. And there's only one thing that little bastard's after. He's just after a piece of tail. And so with the trunk monkey, they go out, they're cruising around. They go down to Lover's Lane. As soon as the car parks, there's a light that goes on in the trunk. I just blasted Julie out. She's too bad. She's going to miss the end of this wonderful story. Anyhow, the red light goes on in the trunk. The monkey's in there doing whatever he does, spanking the monkey all day long. Probably you throw him a little food and water in there and he's fine. But then if things get hot and heavy, the arousal meter clicks on, the trunk latch undoes, and trunk monkey comes out. You can have your choice of options. You can have the pepper spraying trunk monkey, the bat wielding trunk monkey, or the one with a knife. And then my favorite, the trunk monkey with an AK, and he just basically walks around with it and shoots in random directions. So either way, you have control of who's messing with the car, or
the woman that's in the car with the horny young kid.
Yes, actually, either way, you're safe and sound. And then think about it this way: you park your car, you go out to dinner with your wife, you're having a lovely evening, a bottle of wine. You're thinking you're going to get home, have some Coltrane, a little candlelight, a little friction, maybe a little bit of horizontal refreshment is in your future.
Yes,
and if that's
horizontal
the case,
refreshment is always good. Fun time.
Always good. That's a euphemism for those of you who are wondering where in hell. I did not make up that word or saying. That came from the 18th century and was a popular euphemism for throwing down, knocking boots, or whatever.
They came up with the sign language at about that time. It was
right. In the parlance of our times, we have never known. Julie's back. She's lurking.
I'm gonna fucking lose my goddamn mind
If
See this, everybody?
fucking computer.
Now,
Drop
what we're going
me
to
again.
do, I want 50 milligrams of Haldol for Julie. Please send the trunk monkey in. She has one in the closet. He's going to, don't worry, Julie. We're going to make you feel like
They got a
Pink,
trunk
Pink
monkey
Floyd.
that distributes narcotics?
Yeah, I upped the game with
Hold
mine.
on, where do I
Actually,
sign up for that guy?
I trained mine specifically. Mine was the prototype. He's been roaming around Highlands. All the junkies follow him around, and he's making a fortune. He actually rented a condo down the street from me. He's doing very well. Quite proud of him. So for anybody out there who's never seen the trunk monkey, all I can tell you, it's a great investment. It's fun at parties. For example, you have a party, somebody paws your wife. You send out the trunk monkey. He comes up acting like he's bringing a glass of champagne, and he just beats the ever-loving shit out of him.
Well, I mean, look, people actually get these things as pets. And I am an absolute, listen, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because they grow up. And when they grow up, they get to be about 130, 150 pounds of raw, pure muscle, and they eat you.
Yes. I think we're all familiar with the case out in Connecticut several years ago.
Horrible.
Now,
like,
the problem with that whole deal was that monkey, if I remember correctly, was 50 years old or something.
Yeah.
He was horny as shit. He's fucking not. He was a psycho, man. This is the thing. They gave the fucker booze. He'd get drunk. He smoked cigarettes. I mean, I hate to say it. She should have had her chimpanzee parenting rights revoked, and she showered with the goddamn thing. Now, just in my mind, I'm kind of a primitive. I have a simple mind and a simple existence. I don't need anything but my trunk monkey, and I'm happy. And I certainly don't give it liquor, cigarettes. Mine is sober. In fact, he's a fucking Mormon. He's out selling drugs. I have him out there on the streets. He sells shit but doesn't dip into it. He's the ultimate tool for selling drugs. And I don't think that Toby's going sounds kinky. Toby,
but why would you have an unneutered monkey as a pet and then take it to the shower with you and give it booze? I'm just saying.
I'm just saying this, not to get too pure and dig deep into the gutter, but let's just scratch the surface.
Yeah, we would never do that.
Who in hell do you know anyone in your life who wakes up one day and says, you know, I'm bored. I lost my husband. I lost my wife. I need a fucking monkey, a chimpanzee to be intact, something that can tear your arm off and beat you with it. And they get increasingly angry and sexually aroused as they get older. So it's like having a fucking bad stepfather who's like really he gets a real hard on every time he gets drunk and starts looking at the cousins and shit.
It's just no good. It's just no good.
No,
it's not okay.
If anybody's out there, do you think people should be allowed to have a monkey at home without like some specific training? Because it's just like buying a gun. You got to get some training, man. You know, you can't have every time.
I think Jules sides with me on this.
What?
Wild animals belong in the wild. That's their homes. That's where they need to be.
Where do they get cigarettes? What's the poor guy going to do without cigarettes?
Well, there's tobacco fields. Go chew on a tobacco plant. That's about all I got. I can see
him now. They'll be out there rolling to the cigarettes and shit. It'll be like watching some of my friends who smoked nicotine.
See him pop up like, thing.
My friend, I won't get into it, but I have a friend of mine who smoked his whole life and didn't make it. And I was just amazed, you know. I'm like, how can you switch somebody's mind when they're having a real hard time breathing to quit smoking? I mean, it's fucked up. And it's a bad drug. You know, the fact that they keep weed, the fact they've kept weed illegal in so many, I think finally we're reaching an age where people are grown up. I agree with you too, Toby. They were here before us. We have to have places for them. And you know, I know everybody here in this room. Hi, Kim. You're such a sweetheart. Kim, tell me, where do you hail from? We always see you, and tell us where you're from. But yeah, so
more info on Kim.
We want more info on Kim. Kim, first off, do you have a monkey of any kind? Or do you have monkeys in the neighborhood? I think, you know, we should have a whole new, every Wednesday, have monkey chat. It'd be sort of like Hump Day. Here's your Hump Day update.
Oh my God, man.
I tell you,
I have a bit of a monkey story. You want to hear a monkey story?
Absolutely. We need more monkeys.
So in prison, we're all just a bunch of, shaved apes, right? All of us, you got all these guys. It's just entirely too much testosterone for one general area. But what we do like to do is play pranks. So my bunkie and I and my buddy Johnny Sconey the Wop, Italian fellow, large nose.
That is his preferred pronoun, right? I'm just making sure we gotta be careful here.
Yep. I was Julie. Buddy Mick. Buddy Mick, let me see. How does he put it? I am the potato chucking, rainbow riding, shillelagh shining, something. Yeah.
That's a serious line of bullshit, man. I like that. That's good.
You'd love him. You should have him on the show. He's a great guy.
I guess I'll have to check into prison for a while and work on my comedy.
He's actually out, man. We hang out all the time.
All right.
So I have to get Sconey back because Sconey decided one day that, him and I used to play chess in prison. We were real intellectuals in there, get the chessboard. So he goes, go get the board. I go get the board from a guy upstairs, and inside the little bag is the pieces. So I grabbed the bag, and I knew when I grabbed the bag, something's not right. And I should have went with my initial thought. So I go down the stairs and I see all my asshole friends sitting in the window of the day room. They go, and the cop goes, boy, shake down. And I just look at him. I'm like, you motherfuckers. So I go over there and he's like, what do you got in the bag? I don't know. Why don't you tell me? So out they come, a pair of purple, lacy, pretty little panties right in the middle of the prison front desk.
I would think you could sell those. They'd be a commodity.
Oh, these were nice, bro. These were nice. Someone put some work. So Sconey and all the guys, they're going.
I'm actually surprised someone would give that to you in the prison environment. It would seem to be a fairly popular input for self-gratification. And I also, I wonder if we can't start something that's, I don't know. You can buy shit in the commissary. Maybe we should stock it with, I don't know, Live with Neve's sex product line or something. Perhaps that's a future growth
purple
strategy.
Panties, butt plugs that lock for those who don't want to participate. We could come up with all kinds of stuff, I'm sure.
I just think with the general price, it's one of my biggest issues is the price of ladies' underwear has risen exponentially in the past 15 years. No matter what you do when you go to buy some nice stuff for your lady, you go in there, I can spend more, not Victoria's Secret, it's cheap shit. You go to a high-end ladies' lingerie store, let me tell you, to buy her a nice bra, panties, some stockings, garter, the whole shit, that costs a lot of money, man. You don't see remember what was that movie? The guy's like super fucking what is it? All the ladies loved this book, 50 Shades of Grey. Okay. Now in 50 Shades of Grey, you got this guy who's like got plenty of cash, loves to get his free. I'm just like him. I don't have plenty of cash, but I love to get my free. And basically I'm losing my train of thought about what he was doing, but he basically was just a real he's a poon dog, So he's got this girlfriend and he's not doing anything illegal, but as it goes on, it gets more and more kinky. And I'm going to leave people to the imagination. In fact, I bet almost any of our lady friends who've watched this have seen or watched the movie or read the book. It's like any hillbilly from, let's just say, Appalachia, who's doing the shit in his mobile home that this guy was doing to her in his fucking high riser, his boudoir, his love, what do you call it? His pleasure room. Now, I think that sounds a lot better than a man cave. In fact, we'll have to ask Julie what her opinion of a man cave is. Jules, do you know any women who have a girl cave?
A girl
cave? It's called a she shed.
Oh, a she shed. That's right. That's where you can go out and stoop the pool boy when your husband's out here. I'm sorry, people. That shouldn't have come out of my mouth, but it's very steamy. Oh,
well, you know what? I mean, listen,
steamy makes me think of moist.
Yeah, but look, guys, for whatever reason, in this world we live in, so guys can have all of this talk, all of this wonderful sex talk. Hey, man, I have had sex with 1,000 women, and all the guys will like, yeah, woo. Now flip that around and put it on a girl, and they will just it's terrible.
Well, the problem is most guys haven't figured out that we don't own the pussy. It's property of the woman, and she's free to distribute it at will.
And they haven't figured out they have complete control
Oh, the women have. Believe me, don't kid yourself.
Yeah,
I'm
going to tell you, man. I beg to differ on that one. But that's okay because I think seduction is a lost art in our country. I think it's all hookup culture. Flap through a few hundred Tinder pictures and go, this is where I want to, this is my receptacle for the evening. I'm going to go get boinked. I'm never going to see her again. And, most of the time, I'm not speaking from experience. I'm as clean as wind-driven snow.
Yeah.
Exactly. Toby, you just hit on it. For you, all you guys out there, don't be jerk-offs and kiss and tell. Respect a woman if she shows you her vagina, okay? I'm sorry. If she's nice enough to take you into her arms and, and have fun with you, don't be an asshole. Treat her like a lady. At least buy her a pizza or something.
Nothing says love like pizza, bro.
I'm telling you, man. Think about it. I go down to the women's prison on visitor today, and I bring pizzas with me. I have a never-ending stream of pen pals from jail, and the girls love me. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to decide that I'm a transgender woman, but I'm not cutting shit. But I'm going into the ladies' orange. What is it? Orange is the New Black. What is that stupid show? Anyway, I think that might be a good dating strategy for people who are dating challenged. If they can't get laid any other, it's like having guys in sports. If you're a guy and you're running around with a Johnson and you're fucking playing girls, fuck you. I'm sorry. Just get out of here. Kind of like find out for yourself.
Toby said, some girls do the same thing, but I don't kiss and tell.
Jules is dying. I think we've just. Oh, go back, Toby. I want elaboration now, girl. I think we should get her on.
She said she wasn't able to come on today.
Kim says from New Mexico, a lot of jackasses and no monkeys.
Yes. I wondered. Julie, let's get back to a more popular topic. Have you had any new friends lately on Facebook?
Nope, not that I know of.
Too bad. That's always a spicy addition to the Live with Neve show. Is Julie's? We have to come up with better. I need to come up with a better euphemism for what we call that. Do anybody have any suggestions on what we call these?
What people sending me dick shots? Let's just call it what it is. I don't mince words. I get dick shots.
And what do we call these people? Perverts?
I don't know. I just call them dick shots. Because there's nothing else but the dick.
Maybe you should have that. I can hear the headline now. It's the dick shot of the day. That's right. Live.
That's the dick shot of the day.
Today is dick shot of the day.
Time you'd have to do a lineup for that. Say which one is it?
What's the best part of it is you can now on the new iPhone, you can actually have a size. You can measure shit with your iPhone. So guys, I hate to tell you all, we've been telling women it's 8 inches for fucking decades when it's really usually 4 or 6. I mean, bottom line, women.
They got Photoshop with that, right?
They have depth perception problems because of this. They're like, he said it was 8. I don't think so. Trust me, ladies. Look at the hands and the feet. It's a good way to tell. If they're large and they're big, you just never know. You're probably going to find a big Johnson somewhere. And let's talk about that a little bit. How did we come to the term Johnson, Julie?
I have no idea. Why are you asking me? I've never used that word ever.
You've never used the word Johnson?
No, not in reference to a penis. I just call it what it is. It's a dick.
Have you ever called it Coach Johnson?
Nope, never heard of that.
How about have you ever met Big Ed and the Twins?
We got
here. That I've heard.
A 4 is the new 8. Mitch is my main man. I just love it. Hey, Veronica, we're glad you're here. We're having dildo talk and all kinds of other horrible things. For those of us
what we do.
Who think this is a music and comedy show, right now it's just the monkey took over the first quarter of the show. We've been fucked ever since. And all I can tell you is on Friday we have great guests. We have, courtesy of my good friend here, we have the amazing Mark Drubet. Toby's euphemism is wiener. I think that's a size-based characterization. I hate to say it, but, that's not something that a woman goes, oh, my God, wiener. No, I'm talking Coach Johnson at least. Something, How many guys, Julie, in your experience in life, how many guys have you known who named their Johnson?
None.
None?
No, I've never heard of any. No.
How about you?
This is all like weird shit I've never heard of or experienced.
Well, we're here to. I told you when you came on board that I would teach you and mentor you. So here you go, baby.
If we had to start somewhere, and why not?
Why not just start right with the gutter and work our way up? See, that's the thing. When we're in the gutter, we can always go up that. We can climb. You'll notice that we still have a few people on, and we've been talking about this for at least an hour in lurid detail. And everybody, remember, I think we do have to have the dick shot of the day. And I think we also should just have... Guys, if you're out there, send Julie something she hasn't seen before. Give her something exotic.
Oh,
she's looking.
God, all my messenger shit's gonna be blowing up all day.
What's gonna be better is
everywhere.
And Julie, we'll forward the overflow to your mom. We're gonna the overflow's going to mom. I'm sorry, and I'm sending it to your dad too. Actually, who knows? We have friends, and I'm warning you, if any of you guys are friends of the show and you send Julie a cock shot, trust me, my spies will find you, track you down, and the monkey will have your ass. So,
oh my God, no, it's hilarious because you don't get it. Like I get constant like all these.
Why don't women send me tit shots?
Huh?
Nobody's sending me any tit shots or VJ party. What's up with that? I guess I'm just so utterly repellent to them that I haven't had a box shot yet.
Wait,
I'm sorry, people.
I've got you a box shot.
Oh no, please, Julie, keep your legs down. I kind of want to see my sister's, naughty bits. What do you got there?
A box. You wanted a box shot. There it is.
Oh, hey, thank you. How much should I pay for that?
I thought we were.
Do I have to pay for that in the proper room?
Yes.
Sorry, how much did that box cost? Because boxes are expensive these days.
Well, it depends on who you go through. If you go through a different if you go through a supplier who takes a percentage of it, like
the Schwartz is with you.
Yep.
Well, what about a can? You can get a shot of someone's can.
Yeah, but then we have to charge them for product placement, which I like the idea. Don't put that up again though, because I'm going to send them a letter and sue them. I don't know for what.
See, the can could have been turned to the
logo, but it wasn't.
Said label.
That's right.
That's right. You did it correctly. Very way to go, Irish. There you go. That's your card.
For anybody wondering how to find us, or if you want to hear our phone sex line, call 201-274-6862. That's right. The hotline is 201-274-6862. That's right, 6862. Remember that.
So many
201-274
here today.
So many dicks and so little time.
All bad.
I imagine right now Julie's box is overflowing with new messages.
It is. I get these all sorts of friend requests and shit, and I don't do them unless they're like 8. I have multiple friends, right?
Let me ask you: do ladies prefer length or girth?
I don't know. I guess it's subjective, but anyway, so I get on my messenger, and as soon as I accept a friend request from somebody who has multiple friends with me or whatever, suddenly I get these Nigerian guys or all these other people sending me dick shots and all sorts of queer shit, and it's fucking on my phone, and then they're calling me. They're fucking calling me.
Wow. Julie, listen, let's do this. We can have a three-way. We can have a three-way where when they call you, we'll pick up and I'll ask them if we can have a three-way party or something. We got, trust me, that's all. Remember, people, no lab animals are used in this. And Julie and I are firm believers in not involving animals or fainting goods or anything in our life or our sexual escapades. But we certainly, Julie, I think it's a perfect thing. We'll call it Julie's three-way, and I'll be on the back, or we'll get some other chick to be hot and sweaty, and we'll see how aroused you guys can get this poor bastard. And then we'll be like that show that picks on child molesters. I'll show up at their door with a trench coat and a bunch of pipe-hitting black dudes who fucking look like they're going to drag him out and beat him with a pipe. I'm going to go down to prison and get the list of the last 10 biggest, baddest dudes who've gotten out and hire them for Team Neve. We go around and terrorize cockshot fucking people. It's gentlemen, I'm going to tell you this, and I've heard this from multiple women, and I know it to be true. if you want to get tight with a chick, don't send her a dick shot unless she's the stripper you were pawing on last week at the Mom's Venus. Seriously, guys, no chick wants to be chatted up. And the first day, you're like, she looks at your picture on Tinder. Now, don't get me wrong. I've known some women who would definitely take good care of a guy, but they don't even need Tinder. I've met them. I have experienced these things. As a man in a band, you see things. Some of them I can't talk about. In fact, Julia's seen things at my gigs that she certainly can't talk about. Look at her. She's blushing now. I love it.
know.
Oh, yeah.
Toby
Toby's
said
got
get
it.
a short time.
Toby
Go
has it.
2, 4, 10. That'd be great.
Hey, we'll give no, Toby, I'm on it. We can give them stars. We're going with stars. And you know what? All I can say is, if I'm a master, I should have been a breast surgeon. I'm an expert in breasts. I can assure you a full clinical review. If you send them to me, I will certainly use them only for the purposes of science.
I gotta change my Facebook or some shit because
Hey, Irish, talk to me about that girl while Julie's getting control of her trunk monkey. I didn't tell you that the trunk monkeys, you have to feed them and you have to show them porn, otherwise you have problems. So his little enclosure has to have a little porn reel. He can hook up to the internet all the time. They get feisty otherwise.
Please don't go there, because you know what story is going to jump right. What story's in my head that I've already shared.
Have you ever had any dreams about anything I've ever talked about, Julie? Oh, that's a yes. I love it, man. That's good. You never know. Sometimes just a suggestion, man, it can open and it broadens your horizons. Perhaps our talk about primatology and let's link primates to climate change. I like the term climate said together. It just sounds magical, doesn't it?
Oh my God. Here at Live with Neve, we can go from trunk monkeys and spanking monkeys to some serious issues such as climate change.
I mean, seriously, this is like climate change. We're down with it, man. We're woke.
God, the monkey found the sheep.
I can't even hear him. I don't know.
I think Julie, she got into the happy shit this morning, and look at her. Jules, can I ask you a few personal questions for science?
What?
Can I ask you a few personal questions for science?
We've known each other for 20-some years. What more?
I don't know. I'll have to talk to you when you're up here about the few lurid secrets I haven't had when I've counseled you and we've done counseling. Everybody out there, if you're feeling bad, I promise you my skills as a therapist double with a tuck. I'm gonna tell you something, Kim. You look like such a nice, innocent girl. You're pretty. You really always have something nice to say. But I have a feeling that deep in Kim, I bet she's a screamer, man. I can just tell already. She's a wild and crazy woman, man. Look at her, a double with a tuck. Man, I got to tell you, that is some scary shit.
You know what? I like
now,
it, though.
Toby,
like
poor Toby is just done.
Beyond.
Toby's like, I'm never going to get a guest for these people. Neil is an absolute savage. And I think she's rescinded my passes. My LA privileges are cut off, man. But Toby, remember, I'm bringing passes, baby. Toby, come on. All you have to do is make Uncle Neil happy for Neve passes.
Oh God! Don't call yourself Uncle Neil in this.
Stop doing that shit. You've been doing that my whole since I've known you. It's always Uncle Neil Pervy.
No, it's Uncle Daddy.
No, now it's Uncle Daddy. Okay.
It used to be Uncle Touch.
You got to be careful. In the South, it might be a brother, might be an uncle, might be. It's like an Italian. We have more uncles and aunts that we don't know, and they're not related. But because they're paisan, it's like I had 40 let me think about it. Aunt Maria. We've got a bunch of cousin Johnny, Paul, Peter, the whole fucking crew there. They're all I'm missing. I ain't never seen Jesus come and give us any fucking wine, not once. So what can I tell you? I'll pray. My prayers are different than the average human beings. So while we're talking, here's a new topic. Tell me, what are you guys? Snag. What are you guys what is your concept of heaven? For any of
My
you guests,
concept of heaven?
and listen, Toby's pimping some great stuff. I know I will be live at 0 beat per minute. I will also be with Martin McNeil. And we've had these guys and Mitch Bergen. I have to go and see what Mitch's fertile imagination is sending to us. He may be sending us free Trunk Monkey vouchers for all I know. He's a cool guy, and all I can tell you is Mitch is happening. He'll be on the show soon. Periodically, we get together for a little, we'll call it a divival, where he has to listen to my bad jokes, and, you know, we talk for a while, and then he gets tired of it and says, okay, later. But no, Mitch is a great friend of the show. He's also in a band that Toby manages and is repping.
Right.
So
Awesome.
I could not free, $9.99. Okay.
Hell yeah, bro.
Remember, everybody, that's not bad. Free sucks because you need a cover charge to keep the fucking wankers out. Because if you don't have a cover charge, you get every Tom, Dick, and Harry. He's got no money. He's nothing of value to the women in the club either, man. If I ever have a bar, we like check your
can't afford
D&D.
$10.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I
Fine.
said at my club many times playing in a band, I'm like, somebody at the doors like wanting to suck their way in for free. And I'm like, hey, we're
my
fucking
God,
working. This is $10, dude. And I look at the girl he's with and I go, you're with this guy? Trick Dog it is. Mitchell Bergen and Trick Dog. They kick ass. I love them. And hell, he's just a good human. And I love good humans. You know,
Toby's
I think
got
our
it going
show.
on. She's got Trick Dog and T-Bear, or she's got it going on down there.
Yeah,
Toby's got it going on more than fucking Stacy's mom. And I had the guitar player here a week
Stacey's
or two
mom had it
ago.
going on.
In fact, I was at his house yesterday from Fountains of Wayne, and we're setting up for our next visit with Jody. Jody Porter is the guy that I talked to a couple of weeks ago here in my house. The lighting was awful. My guitar didn't have new strings on it, and it was like the fucking end of the world because it just didn't look good when it was done. So there you go. Everybody, please go to www.facebook.com/TrickDogBand. Mitchell, I'm curious, do any of you actually have an animal or a canine capable of actually doing any tricks? And exactly what kind of tricks are they?
I don't know. Jules, let's go back to this. This is a good question. So, Jules, what is your definition idea of heaven?
Oh,
You do the wing thing? Are you winging it?
Question.
Are you flapping it, or what are you planning?
What?
Wings, flapping.
Yeah.
You're like a crow. You come back and you go wherever you want. Eat out of garbage pails.
It is a complex thing for me. Okay. So, like, I don't even know.
Come on. Heaven, where are you going to go? I'll tell you mine after. I want to hear Irish's first.
Okay, go ahead, Irish. You're first.
You thinking about it,
Well,
Julie. We're going to come back to you.
I think, honestly, so I'm an agnostic, and I have studied many faiths. And don't confuse agnostic with atheists. Atheists say there's nothing. I do not agree with that.
Correct.
I agree that this can't all come from
randomly,
like nothing. Even if it came from nothing, it still started from something. It had to be that way. So I honestly, the cosmic cow. That's actually pagan. So, honestly, I think that I like the idea that you can kind of make your own heaven as you're here and as you go. So if you're here, you can create it.
Right.
When you're gone, the idea of we're energy does not die. It transforms into a different form. I mean, maybe we just got lucky to be humans this time. Maybe next time we come back as an earthworm or a tree or something like that.
That would really suck if you knew you'd lived as a human and all of a sudden you're an earthworm being dissected by 12-year-old humanoids for entertainment purposes at school.
Truly could suck, yeah. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, I just, like I said, I like the idea of live well while you're here.
Absolutely. Live well, treat people well. Fucking let the force be with you, people. That's as much as I've figured out. I'm like Irish in the sense that I'm certainly not a heathen atheist bastard. No, I'm kidding. I'm sorry. I'm not an atheist at all. I've read all of the religions of the world, and I know you have too. You had more time than I did, so you probably learned more of it. But I've read the Quran. I've read the Bible numerous times, cover to cover. I've read the Bhagavad Gita, a bunch of religious stuff. And most of the time, I hate to say it, I wade through this, and it just still comes down at the end to don't be an asshole. Be kind to people. Be humble. Be nice. We don't know. Hey, man, I will tell you this, dude. I died twice, and I had no idea. I didn't see any hallways. I didn't see my friends all lined up to get me a beer. I didn't see shit. And I don't know. I'm okay with that. I'm not afraid of death. I've already died twice. I'm still here. Whatever happens when you die, it's part of life. And I accept it. And hell, I mean, whatever's going to happen, I'll know this. I won't know about it when it's over. So it can't be that bad. It's part of life. We're born, we die. And
we all go.
And let me tell you my personal idea of heaven. Julie, have you figured out a personal cosmology where you'd like to be?
Oh, I haven't figured out. I mean, it's
well, my idea of
answer.
Okay. Well, I mean, do you think that you would have like I entertain the notion that my dogs and animals I've had my whole life and my friends will be in some place that I can access, whether it's something in a 3D like thing of the Matrix, like where we just don't know, it's some parallel, the quantum mechanics to find weird shit that none of us other than Steve Hawking. That shit. I can't be making fun of Stephen Hawking. I'm sorry, people.
He was the man, though, man.
He was the man. He was. The dude was great. He fucking hung out in strip clubs. I love it, man. Fucking guy. I got to give him credit. I don't hang out in strip clubs, but if I was him, fuck yeah. Walking around going, yeah. Fucking smartest guy in the world. He's entitled to a little horizontal refreshment too, man. Don't even get me going on the handicap. Like senior citizens in nursing homes aren't supposed to boff. Oh my God, they're fucking stupid. Fucking part of life, man. They have to send a busload of hookers and fucking pretty boys in there to service the ladies weekly. I bet there's not a person in an assisted living home who wouldn't want to get some horizontal refreshment once in a while. Sitting around all day eating that shitty food, listening to a lunatic across the hall screeching. Trust me, I've been there.
They said they did a study on Viagra. When Viagra came out, the STD numbers in senior citizens skyrocketed.
Yes, true. Sun City, home of, it's actually Sin City. For all you enterprising young men out there, if you really want to make some money and you've been a schlep all your life, but you look pretty good, I'll tell you, go to Sun City, Arizona, or Sun City, Florida, and just get on the pool brigade, man. You can be the cabana boy. You can pull six figures easily servicing those old crones. You can buy a lot of Listerine, motherfucker. That's all I can tell you. Send me a link. Mitch has gone to hell. I love it. I love it. Oh, man.
Yeah, well, if you really do want to know, mine. So, for me, and this isn't just my personal belief or anything like that. It's a collective thing, I guess. So I'm an empath, and so I feel a connection to everything on this earth. People, all energies, people, animals, all that stuff. For me, what happens is when someone passes, I can feel their energy and everything. But when they pass, I can no longer feel their energy, which means, and even though I try reaching towards heaven because I have feel that, whatever, everybody has intuition. Sure. Mm-hmm. For me, it's different. For me, it's more like a connection to God or your higher power, whatever anybody wants to call their higher power. And I get those, those intuition messages or those, that in my heart, it's spoken word in my heart of something I need to take care of or do. And so knowing that I have that connection to a higher power, yet I can't connect to any soul in heaven is really frustrating. I don't understand. So it's like, I you know, as I said, I'm a spiritual person, but regardless, once somebody passes and their energy is no longer present, I feel that, which makes it harder for me to grieve. And I don't feel a connection to heaven. I've tried so many times to connect to those energies, and I feel absolutely nothing. It doesn't mean I stop believing or that I lose my faith. It's the fact that it's not open to me because it's not supposed to be open to me. It's not supposed to be something I can connect to, right? Heaven and hell, the afterlife. It shouldn't be something. So that's how it is for me anyway. So,
well, you know, I think that makes sense. We're going to go to a break real quick. It's just going to be a quick little thing, and then we'll be right back for everybody. It is 12:45 Eastern, pop-up show live with Neve. We'll be right back.
Maybe. Anybody hear anything? See anything happening?
Some fuckery's afoot.
Okay.
The goddamn monkey's back. I'm getting on the hotline this morning.
I saw
Irish you have an interview at 1, man.
Yeah.
Look at you, man, getting all the big interviews, and man,
I'm
you're
going to
just the
be
man
doing
about town.
an interview with Brown College about prisoners, and what I try to do in my serious time, and when I'm not being a complete tool bag, is I try to educate like people who are making the laws and stuff like that,
right?
Because everybody reads a book, and then they get a criminal justice degree. You have no clue,
right?
Zero. I don't care what you read. You do a walkthrough of the prison, and you think you got it figured out, and you don't. And
have you ever seen the movie Oz, the show on television, Oz?
No, I haven't seen it.
It's on HBO, and I encourage you to take a look at it, because after you've seen it, I would be curious to see your impression of it. It's about being in the prison system. I think it's one of the best dramas done on television, and for a number of reasons. Number one, I think it kind of gets close to realistically showing people what really goes on in prison. It's incredibly brutal and violent at times. It shows how crazy people mixed into a group, and group dynamics, more importantly, the segregation of the black guys, the Nazi guys, the Mexican people, the Chinese triad guys. Now that's just a fictional portrayal, so I have no idea of knowing. I've never been through what you've been through. You know, anything I've ever been arrested for, it's been like drunk at 2 a.m. in the 80s for drinking too much. So I've never experienced like going to a prison. It's
a different place.
Yes. So go ahead and explain the rest of what you're talking before I interrupted you.
Oh, no. I mean, so Willow, I'll let you out in a second. Hang on. It's just, there are people there that need to be there. Fact. There are people there that will be getting out very soon, that will be right back, and then they'll keep, the endless cycle will continue. But there's the group that I focus on, and the ones that I really try to put my energy into, are the people who made mistakes, and mistakes is a mistake.
Right.
You know, they serve their time. There has to be an endpoint. I know guys that have been there for 50 years.
50 wow.
Years.
For murder, typically? For murder?
Mostly, yeah. It's murder. I mean, you see a lot of times, like, a conspiracy can get you. Aiding and abetting can get you. And you can do something stupid and get a 10-year bit. Then you go in there and you become a prey item. And then you have to stab somebody. You have to hurt somebody. And then you get another 30 years on top of your sentence just because you simply defended yourself.
Yep.
You know,
it's all bullshit.
And it's crazy because, like, what they'll do is, let's say Joe Schmo decides that he wants to victimize this kid. This kid's not buying his shit. Mm-hmm. So this kid takes his head off. Well, Joe Schmo will go from 5 years ago when he was prosecuted to being like a horrible rapist, a predator, and that's the story that will be pitched. But then when they go to, prosecute this kid, oh, Joe Schmo had a family. He was a family man at one point, and he was just serving his time. You knew what he was when you put him in there with that kid. So there's these people in here that obviously were victimizers at one point in their life who became victims.
Sure.
Or they became just the forgotten.
Right.
Like I have a great friend in there, Sean Campbell, amazing guy, really, really good guy. He caught this case on his 18th birthday. The juvenile laws do not pertain to him because he had to be 17 or under,
right.
And he'll never get out.
That sucks, man. I mean, he's in for murder, and there's no way. Oh, hey, Kim. Well, Kim is letting us know from New Mexico that it is possible the internet is having another blowout. Apparently,
it has begun. The end of everything. The internet is.
We're all gonna die.
We're in good company. We're in great company.
Remember, everything that ends begins again. It's like that wanker song, "Closing Time." Every band in America played for 4 years at closing time. Like closing time, drag your ass home with someone treat you kind. Closing
but I tell
time.
You, so I'm gonna get going on this, and we will. If it is the end of times, come to Michigan. I know how to grow our food. I know how to purify our water. I know how to take care of everything. No worries about it. Bring it up here. World's largest fresh water right here in Mount Michigan.
Julie will be flown into my bunker, and from there I have my Somali gun boys. We'll get there in 3 days. Believe me, there ain't no stopping us.
Bring the trunk monkeys.
The trunk monkey is we're bringing. I have 3 of them. I have 2 in the Jaguar, and I've got 1 in the truck. So,
what is a trunk monkey? Someone please explain that to me.
It was a thing.
I'll put it this way, Julie. We are gonna, for everybody who's been watching this whole
hold on. Steve Crane. That's my private investigator. ACS Investigations. That's one of the guys who saved my life right there.
Steve, any friend of Irish's, especially you, because he's talked about you, and all I can say is I know you're a great human, and I would actually like to have you on the show to talk about what it is you do. Being a great detective, people like jail, they watch a lot of shit. People think they know everything about being a PI. And I would be curious to have you on the show to talk about your experiences in the business.
Amazing guy.
How you came to meet Irish. And who knows, maybe we've made a love connection here. Are you single? We have many of our guests.
As a wife, a very, very cool wife. I was out at his house the other day.
All right. Well, great. Well, no offense to your lovely wife. We have a lot of fun here, but it is all in fun. So I'll do my disclaimer real quick. We don't do it very often because we break every rule anyway. Basically, if you're offended by anything that is more exotic than lukewarm porridge, or if you like to eat chicken, you take every skin off it, and then you have this overcooked little dry thing that looks like a chicken breast with no fucking skin. If you faint, if people say bad words or they say things about your sacred cows, please, guys, look, we don't hate anybody. We love everybody, and we don't care what you do, where you came from. But
come here and have fun.
Come here and have fun. Now, here we went from horror stories of the criminal justice system. I know, Mitch, I know what your wife does. Mitch's wife is an attorney, and she works actually helping. She's the other side of the coin. Cancel Neil. There we go. I love it. Me and Mitch are going to start the cancel culture of the year. I'm going to lobby to cancel my own show. I'm so angry. Who should let this animal on the airwaves? Something must be done, God damn it.
What airwaves? Apparently there aren't much of those today.
I know, really. Terrestrial
it's the end of times.
Dead.
We're all dead.
It's not dead, but it definitely smells funny. It's not doing too good.
Watch out for the zombies.
Sorry,
zombies.
I would love to have a zombie apocalypse. That'd be fun.
Oh, right? Me too.
It would be fun.
Then you know what? It would be great because all the stupid people get eaten in the first week, and the zombies, they'd be roaming around. I'd have a big backhoe, like a D9, loaded up, and I'd take those zombies down in droves, man. Have a bunch of Somali gun boys on a deck above shooting the shit out of them as we come down the street. Now, that's living.
How bad?
Fucking zombies. Let me ask you guys, all this zombie shit, do you guys ever think it's really possible we're going to have some zombie apocalypse? Or is it just stuff that makes us feel good because it's scary as shit? And
it's good horror,
terror.
Man.
It's good horror. But, you know, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not fearful of this. For me, the zombie apocalypse is every time I go into fucking Walmart or McDonald's and people are standing there waiting to eat that shit. And I look at them and I wonder why they're obese, because they're eating shit like that all day, you know?
Irish has some things he has to go do, so
I got to get going, guys. I got to go try to make the world a little bit better place. I had a great day.
Hey, man, we'll see you. We'll see you Friday. And listen, can you be? Are you available to do the afternoon shows with us?
Yes.
On Friday.
Yes.
Great.
I will be there.
I will be there. I have to call our buddy. Everybody, Irish is out of here. We're going to talk about you behind your back.
Guys.
So we'll see you later. You can watch the end of the show. For the guys, gals who are still hanging out, and Mitch, I'm going to work harder to offend you. We've covered religion and politics. You ask a very good question. Now we're into politics. No, can't do it. I won't do it. So what's next? Let's see. Today we've had a fairly broad. We've talked about everything from dildos to dick shots to how to fix the internet, how it sucks. Animal. There hasn't been any animal plukery, has there?
Somewhat.
Animal plukery.
What does that mean? Why can't I hear anything? I can't hear anything.
That's how I felt when I stood next to Sharon Stone at one of the award ceremonies. For those of you easily offended, that was the Lion Fuck soundtrack. It's available on Neve Records. I'm sorry. You know what, people? I'm having fun. We thought this was going to last for 15 minutes. Mitch Bergen wants the Lion Fuck growl again. Let's have it. Roll it. That almost sounded like a mule getting buggered. There's been laws in New Jersey against that for 100 years.
Yeah, that's the one who is getting it. Here's the one who's giving it.
Pounding that like chopped meat, baby.
This is a great band name. Lion Fuck Growl. That's a great
Oh my God. That is, you know what?
Dude.
Mitch, you know, I got to tell you, I can't wait to meet this guy because he is fucking hilarious. We periodically get together and yak online, and it's just like, hopefully our wives aren't in the same room because it's just madness and comedy at a high level. He's a funny bastard and a great, excellent player. I mean, we got a really tight studio, and I like him. And he's another, like I said, when I go out to LA, when we go out to LA, we're going to have to stay there for a week just to go see everybody we want to hang with and who we've made plans with. I know.
Oh my God, Lion Fuck Growl.
So who knows? Today, Kim Peace says this is the most sex she's had in years. Kim, we love you. Don't worry. We have private things available to help you out in that department.
I'm glad.
We have an amazing line of products. What do you think, Julie? Maybe we should get into the dildo business.
Why not? We're in every other kind of business right now. So.
Is it? I heard allegations that we actually own a porn page. Is that true?
Are you talking about? Are you talking about the domain name I bought a couple months ago?
Yes. Why don't you tell our viewers? I know they're sitting on the edge of their seat right now. Come on.
Oh God!
You're with friends. Nobody else. This is just a small group.
It's not,
Mitchell just banged out. Oh, Mitchell's. It's weird. Oh, Mitchell's not in the room. He's still there. Okay, Kim. Just private message me. It arrives in a plain brown box. If you buy the bigger, we have versions where I actually show up in a trunk, like the Trunk Monkey. I am shipped to your home for a week of fun and frolicking.
So did you want to
did I just offer to prostitute myself on the air?
No, that's what we do. That's what broadcasters do.
That's what we're in radio, so fuck it.
Job.
We might as well. I've done worse things for radio than I've ever done to get a gig. I mean, you know,
so
I've been offered terrible things to get further in my career that I had to pass.
Yes,
you know, both know that. We've both lived through that part of the whole entertainment business fun.
That's the first part of getting through that. If you can get through that part of it and hang on, then you will get somewhere.
I always think of this, that life is a series of challenges, and nothing I ever learned in college tops what I've learned since college and the weird and wonderful variety of people on this great earth. The first time I ever had somebody proposition me to do a threesome, or a foursome rather, was I was about 21. And my young wife, Darla, who's like 20 or 19 or something. And we go to a gig. I've got my little VW microbus camper with the pop top, which I fucking traded for a dune buggy. God, I should have kept that thing. They're worth 40 grand now refurbished and more. But anyhow, we get there, we set up the back line, and we're not playing till the next night. I got there the night before, and we're sitting in my trailer getting high. And now these were biker folks. So any of you who haven't been involved with the biker subculture, all I can tell you is it's an experience. You should all, it's sort of like learning to ride a horse or how to
No,
ride
it's
a bike.
not. Like, no. I've done them all.
Well, have you ridden a biker?
Different. What?
Did you ride a biker? Is that what you're insinuating here?
No, I'm saying I've ridden a motorcycle, I've ridden a bike, I've ridden whatever else you listed, and they're all intrinsically different. They're not.
Do you prefer riding a horse?
I used to ride a horse. Yeah, I used to ride.
Did you like riding horses? I've been told that that's entertaining for ladies.
What is that? No, it's not like that. It's about connecting to an animal. It's freedom. It is so liberating. I used to ride. I rode English saddle, and I have several horseshoe ribbons that I have. So anyways, back to the domain name. Do you guys really want to know?
Yes.
I don't know what to do with it yesterday. Oh,
can I do a radio broadcast interview of it? Like we're going to sell things on it. I can, I do think I know the name, and I want to give everybody a taste of a potential ad for it.
A potential ad for it? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. What? So do you want me to...
Too bad you can't pop up we need background music for that. It's like, waka, waka, wah, wah, waka,
okay,
waka,
simply
waka,
put,
wah, wah.
It is the domain I bought, and it actually, anyways, the domain name I have, fuckmelive.org, because that's what I say every time somebody gets fucked up. It's fuck me live.
Well, on that healthy note, I am off. Mitch, give us an FM voice. Yes, here we are on WPLJ FM New York 101 on your FM dial.
Not bad.
How was that? Was that an okay FM voice?
That was a very good FM voice.
How about let's do NPR and make it funny?
I don't know how to do NPR.
Okay, here, I'll cue you. Okay, well, I'll give you the basics. You've heard it. Yes, today I started going into a low voice. Fuck me. I love it when I hear that. It just makes my day every time. Even better when I hear, come here, little boy. At any rate.
What?
Remember, the elderly, they still need loving too, baby.
Oh, okay. Well, I was going in a completely different direction. I think we need to do something called, say, phrasing every time, like on Archer. Every time that there's double entendres and shit, then phrasing. So that way we all know.
What is a double entendre for those of us? We have to do English lessons. Actually, no, because all of our crowd here, they're well above room temperature. They all get it. In fact, I have to say, Mitch is like somebody who I just like to hang because we can just sit and talk all kind of bullshit and have fun and laugh at it. I mean, this is more fun than I've had since I fell down my stairs and I dropped the stupor.
Good to know. At least you're safe.
No, I'm really kidding. Mitch, I can't say enough good about. He's really a fun guy, and hell, ladies, it's too bad he's taken, man. The guy's got a great wife, and she does do a lot of good in the system. And hats off to your wife. Tell her, even though Uncle Neil's a little weird, that he respects people doing good. I really do. And as we said, we got to go. Today we've broken, I think, all the rules of broadcasting, at least terrestrial. We've had segments go on. We had segments run by that we didn't even do. We just this was free-form fuckery. So maybe we should do this and make every Wednesday free-form fuckery with Julie and Neve.
There's one thing I have to tell you, and you might not.
Shh. Nobody tell anybody.
It's Thursday today, not Wednesday.
Wow.
I've been wanting to tell you that since the beginning of the show.
Kermit the Frog.
No, but what's even better is the show's labeled Live with Neve.
I'm gonna die. I have a fainting goat.
Thank you for illustrating what that looks like. Now we all know what a fainting goat looks like. Is Neil the dead Neve? Are you really dead? Or are you just frozen? I see a
Live with Neve. All right, everybody. I hope to see you. I hope to see you twice. No. And Mitch, I think I'm gonna have to call you later, man. I'm due for some good fuckery, man. In fact, thanks for coming in. No, it isn't Friday. I love it. No, it's fucking Thursday. I thought it was Hump Day. I'd planned for tonight.
Thank God, because tomorrow morning
you had to ruin my whole evening's plan. On Hump Day, I always prefer 2 humps to 1. I think it's sort of like a bargain day, 2-for-1 special kind of thing. And for all of you in the audience, I ask you what I ask every Wednesday is, what do you prefer, 1 hump or 2? I have no way of telling you your personal choices, but I always think 2 is better. So remember, in this life, you get what you pay for. You know, what are you talking about? Are you laughing at camels or indulging some secret joke?
No, I'm laughing at the fact that what you just, never mind. Everything's subjective. And it's just,
it's subjective, eh? How about this? Before we go, just for fun, I'm going to play something really obscene for the last. Is there anybody left? Yeah, actually, talking all this perversion shows where our audience is mind. So, I'm going to cue this up, guys. This is a guy who called me for months trying to tell me. He tried to tell me that he was with the IRS, and I kept luring him into my net. And when you hear this, the sound quality is really terrible. But if you listen to some of the things I say to him and his reaction, I will also tell you that I had sound effects that I was playing live while tormenting this poor bastard. By the end of it, I know it's noisy, but listen till the end because you're going to get a laugh. I don't care who you are. If you can't kind of chuckle at this, you don't laugh at anything, especially if you like fucking with people on the phone who harass us and sell useless shit. This is for you. Right? Here we go, Jules. I'm not as good as you at this shit.
Well, evidently the internet's the problem, so don't worry about it. It's nobody.
I was contacted by some guys who this week were arrested in India, and here we go. What happened? I was contacted by some guys who this week were arrested in India, and they were arrested for soliciting IRS money from people. They were basically extorting folks, telling them that they have excessive IRS debt, and that only these fellows from Bombay or Lahore or wherever could fix it. So, just before we get started, if you listen to this past this point, know that this is rude, crude, socially offensive. It's completely, any decent society would have me declared criminal for posting and torturing some poor fellow trying to extort his way to a living. Anyhow, it was all in good fun, and if you're easily offended, don't watch it. If you send me nasty letters, I'll just delete them. So enjoy if you're so inclined. It is offensive, but it is kind of fun. I hate people who extort that. I think of old people going down in Target and getting gift cards to pay these walios. Anyhow, here we go. This was the call they made to me.
Are issued under your name. So before we move forward with the lawsuit and the legal allegations, Contact us as soon as possible on 360-388-3077. Thank you.
Thanks for calling each number.
Yes, I'm calling. You guys have been calling my number, and I'm trying to find out how I can settle up with you to make things right. Apparently, you feel I owe you some money.
Oh no!
I'm wondering who you're exactly calling for.
Just give me a moment, sir.
Yes, sir.
This is the receiver calling on my side.
I'm sorry, who is this?
Just you receive a call from my side.
I've received many calls from you, and I'm trying to respond to you.
Okay. So can you please help me with the case file number you received from my side?
I don't have a case file number. How about I give you the phone number you've been calling, and you give me a case file?
Once again, sir.
You've been calling number 908-578-1078.
1 second, 90.
908-578-1079. I'm not giving you my social security. If you're with the IRS, you have my social security number.
Yes, but we are not authorized to disclose any of the social or the federal recorded line, but this will be acting as an evidence that I have already.
I'm curious, what's your name, sir?
My name is Officer Michael Gold from the Task Audit Department of the Internal Government Service.
And oh, you're in Washington, D.C.?
No, this is Washington, Seattle, Washington. 915 2nd Avenue.
915 2nd Avenue. Is that where I would send the payment
Seattle,
to?
Washington. First of all, let me check, I have to put up the record before that, because I have to check that if there are any problems with the case file, okay?
Okay, well, why don't we do that? That sounds very important.
Better check.
Okay. So, can you please, first of all, because I am not sitting in the details so that I can get tax files up and process. Can you with your first and your last name and getting accurate so I can put up your record?
My first name is Dingus Johnson. DINGUS-JOHNSON. My number is 3524 Sister F-I-S-T-H-E-R Avenue. And that's it. Silesia. S-I-L-E-S-I-A. And that's extension 2545. And how long will it be before they fix my computer? Yes, are you with the company that's going to fix my computer?
So this is the IRS headquarters.
It's IRS headquarters. I thought this was IRS Tech Services that fixes computers.
No, this is
Well, maybe since you work for IRS, you know what the security program is. I haven't heard the problem with it. I keep all my financial data. Do you think if I could give you my password, you could come in and help me fix it? That way you make sure you got enough money.
no problem. This is the company.
You can help me? I mean, I need some help. Medically, financially, spiritually. I just gave you my records, and I gave you the exact information. The zip code is 071605.
07605, right?
Yes, sir. I'm sorry, I have a hairball. It's really bothering me.
Don't worry.
It's terrible because I have this weird disorder. With this weird disorder, I'm always licking myself. And then I have a brother, he comes in, he licks himself too. Now our mom's presence with the hose, it's awful. Do you ever lick yourself?
No.
No. You should try it.
No.
How are we coming with the file? Exactly how do I pay you guys? Let's just get to the real meat and potatoes here. How do I get you money? Can I give you my neighbor's credit card number?
No, sir. Really sorry. And also have to take any actual credit card. It's going to be easy.
I don't have that. I live by bartering. I'm a male prostitute. I sell my body and my sperm. I can trade it out with you if you want.
Oh my God, that was too fucked. How do I get out of this thing? I gotta hold on. I'm trying to get in here. For those of you left, I gotta take this off. The monkey's in control. Oh my gosh.
It never stops getting funny. It is funny every single time. It's hilarious. I just die listening to it.
I have to say that was a fun call. That guy, by the time I got done tormenting him, sending him endless faxes and shit, I probably rolled their fax machine roll off like 100 times. They kept fucking calling me, and I kept telling them. Finally, I got somebody on the phone and got a hold of the guy who ran it. Not this guy, but his boss or whoever. And I wish I could find the track, because I go from like calling him a total piece of shit, and then I turn into this crazy Irish New York voice. Like where I'm kind of going, how about it, buddy? You come down. You and me, we're a fucking team. I'm going to work for you. I'm so good, I'll rub your head in with a fucking ratchet. And the guy's like, he goes, fuck you, Neil. Stop calling me. Hey, Kim. And then he threatened me. So the following day I called. He wasn't there. But I got his secretary, by that time she feared and loathed me. Every time I called, I'd go, hey, Buttercup, what's happening? And she'd be like, yes, maybe. I'd be like, yeah, let me talk to this. There's so much wrong with you. Thank you, Mitch. I appreciate the a kindred spirit who can appreciate my unique wiring. Any rate, that I tormented the guy for like a week. What do we got here? Fuck me twice. I'm looking through the comments there.
Yeah, we did do. I want to welcome Wanda Radowski.
Oh, Wanda. Hey, baby. How are you? You came into the middle of this grotesque saturnalia of a show. It's been free form. We've had wild monkeys coming through the studio, fucking up equipment. We've had the internet flaking, warnings. Oh, she's gone. I said, is it something I said?
I wonder.
No. Hi, Wanda. I thought I scared you off. I was getting nervous for a minute. Wanda's a great friend, and I have to tell you, everybody, when I was hospitalized several years ago, I don't know what several is. It was about 3 or 4. And Wanda's just a great friend, and she helped me through the aftermath of that, taking me to the doctor and a bunch of other shit when I was not in such a great shape. And hell, my jokes were really sick and funny, but much darker during that period of my life. I was thinking some dark and deadly jokes. Some of the songs I wrote, I decided they're not going out. They're just a little too misery-inducing. People need happiness. So, happy if you want to happy. I don't know the words to this fucking song. If I sing it to you for 5 or 6 minutes, I know I'll get all the words wrong. How happy, I'm happy, baby. I don't know fucking why. I took so many drugs, and now I'm happy, and I'm learning to fucking fly. There we go. Happy if you are. Are you happy, Julie?
In this moment, since we've been going on the air, being with you guys, my friends, my family, yes, it makes me very happy. This makes me very happy. It's as much as it makes me happy to go play and be on stage and perform.
Well, good. I'm glad. We aim to please. I consider myself a musician, not just a musician. And I've noticed Mitch is a smart guy. He's probably thinking of the Greek story about the sparrows and the psychopomps, I believe is what they were called. And they were crowds of birds that were in mermation, and they would latch on you and fucking drag you off like in that Stephen King movie. It was really, really
or like
great.
in
I don't know which book
Alfred
it was in.
Hitchcock, The Birds.
Oh, The Birds was great, but this movie is kind of a weird. Well, all of Stephen King's books are weird, but this one, the ending kind of left me hanging. I was like, "What? How did we go from this murderous shit all of a sudden to this Greek tale, if you will, of the psychopomps? It's this mermation that carries you off." And you could see it in the movie. The guys, or I saw it in my mind. I don't even think I've seen the movie, but it's like the guy flies off. They're all pecking at him and shit. He just gets enveloped by the birds, and then he's gone because they eat him, fucking peck him to shreds.
Nice.
So I'm hoping the sparrows aren't coming for me. Oh man, thank you, Wanda. I appreciate it. I do feel great. I'm lucky. Have food on the table. Got great friends, and I got no complaints. I don't know. I could have like a duffel bag of 50s and 100s, weighs 100 pounds. That would be cool. But if I did, I don't know. Would I still do the show?
Yes, you would.
Fuck yeah, absolutely. The only thing is, we'd do it better. We'd hire love slaves to take over the technical duties from the monkeys.
Sure.
For anybody who wonders out there, I'm talking about this love slaves and whatnot. A love slave is the technical term for an intern at a recording studio or a radio station. And so the
it's not.
Just not at your station.
Oh,
That calling someone a love slave is a term of endearment in some places.
Robert.
Wow, the Wegman shows up. Oh, we're always happy to see Rob.
Man.
Yeah, I know he's painted some great painting and he was working on, but I haven't stopped by to see what he's up to. Hey, Wegman, man, what are you doing? You got some new art?
What are you up to, dude?
We have to stay on at least until Wegman's done. So we're going to roll this show to 1:30, people, because we got to get out of here. But when Rob shows up, when he speaks, we listen.
Yeah. Hey, Rob. So
excellent.
Awesome.
That is what he has been sent here to do. Anybody out there, check out Robert Wegman. I'll be labeled an East Coast intellectual. Actually, you have the problem too, my friend, of being a West Coast intellectual. You know, knowledge is frowned upon in today's world.
Oh, yes, it is.
You know, it is. Just proof is just going out and some of the people. But getting back to Robert Wegman, check out his webpage. A great painter. And I always kiss his ass, and he probably thinks I'm just making it up, but I truly, really like I like everything I've heard that he's ever done. I've liked him. I put him on a CD I was doing in 97 or 98. And I've just admired him from afar all those years. I was like, God, this guy's really got it happening. And he still does. If you like harmonies and well done, really tight, snappy pop music, check out the Wegman, because he is the man. Oh, I love you too, brother. I really do, man. I mean it. In fact, you're due to come on. Have you got some new stuff you want to talk about? We'd love to have you back. We're booking September right now, but just love to have you on. He's always fun. And I just got to tell you, he's worked at his craft. He really has done his stuff. And, you know, there's a lot of people who want to be in bands, and then like people like Robert, who are still doing this after 40, 50 years, they really learn how to do it well, including us old bastards like myself. Kids, don't fuck with us. We have dirty tricks you've never even thought of yet until you get hit with them. So when it comes to music and art, listen to some old guys occasionally, because I love working with young bands that are full and they're energetic. Thank you, Mitch. You are, see what a mensch this guy is? I mean,
thanks.
I tell you something. We have probably the fucking smartest audience of any fucking show. I swear to God. Yes, Robert. It's that's what JR, God rest his soul, used to say when it was midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning, and I told him we were only working till dinner. He'd be like, "You son of a bitch." I'd tell him some shit like, "I'll buy you breakfast tomorrow," and he'd be like,
"Tomorrow,
fuck you, Neil." Fucking, I burned him out, man. He didn't want to go back to the studio the next day, the poor fucker. He'd been up the whole night before working on shit, and then I dragged him to the studio around noon. He wasn't happy. But hey, I thought I'd be the next Prince, you know? I'm even growing my hair so I can go, oh.
You got the purple going.
I do. It's funny because this is a factor of the camera. It does something with the color, the light temperature that makes anything black appear purple. So I think perhaps it's because the purple one is coming in and inhabiting my body and my mind. So I'm going to write another song called Purple Pain. It's about my shoulder. I'll tell you all about it. Oh, you did a version, Turn It On. It's a great song. I can just hear in my mind's ear, I can kind of hear what you would do with it. I hope when I hear it that it kind of, you know, I can see him doing that. You know what I mean? Like now I'm anticipating. Oh, yeah. I really want to hear it because I like that. That is a great tune. And being a drummer who's a singer, I've had to go through all these Phil Collins songs over the years. You know, it's in 13/8.
Oh,
now that. For everybody out there who wonders, 13/8 is a secret Rosicrucian symbol. Oh, God, yeah, you are correct, Mitch. I actually, a year or two ago, read it, and I'm going to reread it again because it's like, I believe pretty much they can come and extract sperm from all men under the watchful eyes of a woke person. I don't know what they're going to do with it, but, you know, if they ask me, all you do is send me a 20, I'll send them a package.
So what was the 13/8 you were speaking of?
It's a musical time signature, and thank you for getting me back on track. Yes, 13/8 is an extremely difficult time signature, and a guy like Wegman's the only guys, or Mitch, both would probably give a better explanation than I will. Even though I'm a drummer, I can play it, but I can't really elaborate on it. I learned shit. There we go.
Yeah, muscle memory, and you just, you know.
Right. I learn it. Yes. Oh, we're switching gears.
Wow.
Meant that to be private.
Oh.
Okay, so I guess basically they own my show. So let's use, modify, run, publicly perform privacy and application settings. Wasn't that lovely? That's just such a sunshiny thing.
What?
You know, we have to do, I want to do a show, we're going to do a show based on Facebook, and I'm going to call people involved with the company, former employees. Oh, good. We're back on the Neve stream. Thank you, Toby. Thank you.
Okay. So you're on Facebook then. Okay, cool.
Yeah. And it's interesting to me that we're having this Facebook fuckery, and here we are describing, and when I read that again, I go, I think we'll be putting all our shows on our own platform. They're going to have to bite me. Oh, no, Annie's not here. Nobody's here. I'm Annie-less at the moment. All right, and there's Robert Wegman's SoundCloud links. I know where I'll be going. In fact, as soon as I get off the air, Rob, I'm going to pop that sucker on. I hope my neighbors are home. I'm going to turn on the subwoofer and crank it up. There's nothing like the sound of tubes that make derivative works for their profit. You know, now I've got one more thing that I have to add to my list of shit to get through, because we're going to have to obviously move the show, and it's always something.
There are these two cool things: Twitch,
and
which
Patreon.
has no Twitch is just live. There's no record. You can't,
they can't do all this seller shit and
saver stuff. Yeah. And then there's YouTube, of course, which has its same issues as Facebook. And Neil's
hold on, I got this.
Oh, let's hope this is a fun.
Oh, we have potential. Listen, we might have a live call coming in.
Okay, do it. Do it to it. Make sure we can all hear it.
Oh, they went away.
Oh,
they left me a voicemail though. This usually leads to fuckery. Because if they leave me a voicemail, I can just dial them back. I'll crank it up. Let's see what they said. It's potential spam. This is the problem is, I don't even know how to. I use Apple products all the time, so I don't really know.
I get phishing scams all the time from them.
At any rate, we're gonna just not worry, because we got a minute for everybody who's suffered through this. And Mitch, well, even what I'm doing, Mitch, costs money. So I think definitely I'm going to have to get back on Vimeo, and we'll just use this as a platform. Having that greedy fucker, man. It's like Zuckerberg just doesn't know when to quit. Hey, Mitch, give me a call. We do have your buddy on Friday, and I just have to say thanks for introducing us. Mitch, how about you and I get liquored up and go over to Carol Kay's house?
No.
Oh my gosh. Any rate, don't worry, anybody. I'm not liquored up. Yeah, Toby, you are too. If I haven't said thank you lately, Toby, I love you from my heart. Truly, you're just a great friend, and I just can't wait when we're out at NAMM. I think I'll make sure there's plenty of bail money. We're gonna have a hoot. We're gonna terrorize fucking. It's pretty hard to terrorize at NAMM because over the years I've just seen some crazy fun shit, and I'm down on my fucking LA fix right now. Like I've got several restaurants I need to go. I know they're all like excruciatingly expensive. I don't know what dinner is at Musso's these days, but it ain't cheap. And I know Mark Drouet is on tomorrow, man, or on Friday. Oh, I hope Ron's feeling better. For everybody watching, Ron from Trick Dog's been having some problems medically, and our hearts are with him and his family. Hope everything's cool, but we're going to have Trick Dog on, and it's going to be great fun. So I hope you've enjoyed your Thursday update, and we'll be back tomorrow with our regular thing. Tomorrow we have on live Martin Drouet, drummer for Survivor. Think of the Eye of the Tiger, baby. We're going to be talking rock and roll, talking the 80s. We're talking 90s. We're talking fun in the music business. This guy's been around forever. And he is a cool dude. I spent an hour on the phone with him. It's just like I said, man, my list of people to hang with keeps growing. And I'm hoping we all just end up, we'll be slumming at some of the parties at NAMM, which are always fun. For anybody out there who's going, who wants to slip me an advance warning of any of the good parties to attend, let me know, because we're going to be live with Neve from NAMM, and it's going to be great fun. Toby, take a great day. I'm trying to find the monkey to get him to run our outro music. I don't know.